one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
I think it'd probably be good if you talked about the VFD or whatever that went out.
Oh, yeah.
Planned.
We've had over the weekend, we had an issue with the influent lift station. The VFD, the variable frequency drive, went out on pump one. Not for sure why or what happened. It just randomly went out right before the rain and storms got here. So it was perfect timing. But it's going to be an expensive fix. It's quite a large VFD inside that station. So I was telling Board of Works it's going to be a costly fix at that station. So
Out here?
yeah.
Why'd it go?
Don't know. I honestly don't know why. The other one's fine. It's got power to it, and the actual VFD itself has no power coming back out of it. But when it 7 years old. But the problem we have, once the actual electrician actually comes in, and actually physically looks at it to make sure, we pop the breaker inside the station and we pop the breaker inside the shop, and that indicates to me either short in there or it got hit with something. A surge went through there.
Yeah.
So for it to pop the breaker in the shop
Wow.
is quite an extensive hit. So when we get the VFD fixed, we'll see what other damage was done. Right now, we're good to the VFD, but everything after that, we can't tell anything after that because we got nothing coming out of it.
Excuse me.
I mean, it'd be easy just to flop them around, make it work, but we gotta have that station moving, so we didn't wanna fry their pump or mess something up and be dead in the water, so, yeah, so. And then the RAS-WAS station's got the controller out on it, and that's being fixed, that'll be fixed too, so. That controls the VFD, so, so yeah. And then we are doing leaf pickups, you guys can tell, they're kinda slow at the moment, but they're being done. We're not slow, there's not very many leaves down at the moment, so. you know.
No, except for this weekend.
Yeah, but we kinda
Yesterday
hit or
was
miss them,
crazy.
yeah, so I know we didn't pick any up today, cause I used Daryl today to help me do some hydrants. So I'm flushing hydrants also, so hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, we'll have all those done too, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some more leaves.
Okay. Appreciate it, Ryan. Thank you. All right. Only new thing that I have is the resolution that is not in the packet, but Kevin printed it off and gave you all a copy at your station. Basically, that is a resolution adopting the ADA transition compliance, the newest ADA transition for 2025 for the city. It basically identifies what needs to be updated, what's been updated as far as ADA compliance, ADA ramps, and any of the city buildings having ADA compliance and all that. So, and I think I emailed you the packet like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, you do.
That has the whole thing in it, and this is just a resolution approving that, adopting it.
I was curious how long we expect it to take to get into compliance with the $3,000 expenditure per year.
I don't have a timeline on that, but as long as we have this plan, we can get into compliance at our own, as long as to the extent of this ADA transition plan, we can take that time to do that.
Okay.
We only have I think 2 buildings, the shop and the police station. And the police station is pretty compliant. I think there was some issue with the bathroom that they needed to address, but it's not anything that needs to be addressed in the immediate future. If we was to remodel the building, if we was to do and upgrade to the building, we would have to update everything.
Okay.
Probably have a handicap spot and everything.
Mm,
But we're good. It's not any pressing issue we have to address right away.
Okay.
So,
good question.
Most of your sidewalk ADA is pretty,
the sidewalks are, yeah.
yeah.
And as far as the sidewalks go, they don't have to be updated unless you're resurfacing a road or redoing the sidewalk, then they have to be updated, but it's like a, one of those, you have to update them when you're doing work on them, so.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions?
Two resolutions are highlighted in the transition plan, 20-244 and 20-245. And so my question is, this resolution, does that replace both of them or just one?
Yeah, those were taken out when they originally sent that to me. They said it had to be submitted with the resolutions passed and everything.
Oh,
And I said, wait a minute. I said, I can't get that in by October 1st since, you know, my next meeting isn't until after that, and I can't get their signatures unless we approve it at a meeting. So those have been pulled out and inserted separately. It'll be inserted separately with this one. So, that is. I don't think they have a new girl at A&Z, and I don't think she understood how city approvals like that worked. So.
Okay. I will move to read resolution 25-287 by title only.
Second.
All those in favor to read by title only, raise your right hand.
Resolution 25-287, a resolution of the City Council of Woodburn, Indiana, adopting the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, accessibility guidelines for standards for accessible design and guidelines for pedestrian facilities in the public right-of-way.
I'll move to approve the reading.
Second.
All those in favor to approve the reading, raise your right hand. That's everybody. All right, thank you.
We have to sign this thing.
Do we want to adopt it?
Does it need a second reading? Okay.
I think a resolution can be adopted in the same meeting, right?
Yeah, well, a resolution is typically adopted when you approve the reading, but we can move to adopt. If we could have somebody move to adopt.
I make a motion we adopt resolution
287.
287.
And Terry seconded, right?
Yeah.
All in favor, raise your hand. All right. Thank you for
Yes.
getting that, I appreciate that. We can move on with old business.
We're good to go.
Yep. So we have ordinance 251433.
Yes.
make a motion to read ordinance 25-1433 by title only.
I'll second.
All those in favor to read by title only, raise your right hand. That's everybody.
Ordinance 25-1433, an ordinance of the city of Woodburn, Indiana, Common Council establishing the salaries to be paid to the elected officials of the city of Woodburn, Indiana per IC 36-4-7-2.
I'll move to approve the reading.
Second, Vicky.
Dean snuck in.
That's all right. I'm glad to hear that.
All those in favor to approve reading, raise your hand.
Who was the original to read it? Who was the original?
Scott,
To read.
To read.
it was Skylar, wasn't it?
Dean,
Dean
I moved.
Oh,
to-
yeah, he did.
to
Yeah.
read by title.
Skylar seconded.
So then Skylar approved.
Yep, I got that approved.
And if I remember correctly, that's our second reading, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll entertain a motion to adopt the ordinance. Or we just did, didn't we?
We just did.
We read it and adopted it, okay. Read, did we
No,
adopt it?
No, we
no,
haven't
the
adopted
motion
that.
was to accept the reading.
Accept the reading, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll entertain a motion to move to adopt.
I make a motion to move to adopt. Second. 23-287.
John seconded?
Yep.
Alright. All those in favor, raise your hand. Alright,
Give me 1 second on the next one.
Yep.
You need a minute?
Yes, please. Okay.
Move to read by title only, ordinance 25-1434.
I'll second.
all those in favor to read by title only, 25-1434. That's everybody.
Ordinance 25-1434, an ordinance of the city of Woodburn, Indiana, Common Council establishing the salaries / hourly rates to be paid to the appointed officials and employees of the city of Woodburn, Indiana.
I moved to accept the reading. Second. 25-1434.
Dean moved, John seconded, right?
Yep.
Alright. All those in favor to accept the reading, raise your hand. Alright, that's everybody.
Move to adopt ordinance 25-1434.
Second.
All those in favor to adopt 25-1434, raise your hand. That's everybody. Alright. How about 25-1437, we need to do that one too, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'll entertain a motion to read.
Move to read ordinance 25-1437 by title only. There's a lot to this one,
I second.
okay?
We did read in entirety last night.
Yeah, we did.
All those in favor to read by title only, 25-1437, raise your hand. Okay, that's everybody on council.
Who was the second? Skylar?
Yeah,
Ordinance 25-1437. Ordinance or resolution for appropriations and tax rates. I guess that would be the name.
yeah, yeah. Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor to approve, raise your hand. That's everybody. Did you get the move and seconded?
Mm-mm.
I
Two.
moved and then
John.
John.
Johnson.
We're going too fast for you, aren't
A little bit, but it's not.
we?
Gotta remember to.
Maybe a minute. Move to adopt ordinance resolution number 25-1437.
It's an ordinance.
Ordinance.
That's what I said, ordinance resolution number,
It's not a resolution.
It says it both on there.
Oh, does it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cause it's the one that's printed off from
Oh, yeah.
Gateway.
My bad. Sorry about that.
I thought, am I reading something here?
I'll second that.
All those in favor, raise your right hand. All right.
Point of information on these that we adopt. Where, are they published anywhere?
On our website, I post all of them on there.
Okay.
Now, an ordinance like city ordinances about the typical governing of a city, those are
Are they on
passed,
here?
and then every 2 years we update the ordinance book with those new updates in there, so. But the budget doesn't, because it's a yearly thing.
Yeah, maybe we think about doing that other program with that new website. I forget what the name of it was. I think we use What American Legal now or something like that. Maybe I think that new website uses a different thing, but I think they can just pull your information. Remember when we did the demo and then went
Yeah.
into that website? Maybe we think about using that way it can integrate better with the website.
But it would still be published in American Legal, right?
I don't know. I think it's just a different,
Because almost every community uses American Legal.
maybe it is. I don't know, I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the website that they use.
Thank you.
It might be just all integrated in there, like you said.
Or maybe use both, I don't know.
Yeah. Instead of going to an outside site, maybe it's integrated inside.
Well, I think it's I think the website is similar to American Legal.
Yeah.
It's just a different online platform, but then that integrates with the website.
That's good.
So I think it's something very similar to what we already have, just a different platform.
It'd be easier for people to access. Okay. Pay claims.
Give me one second. Let me make sure I got this all straightened out before we move on. Payables over $500, not including payroll. Voice forms for $1,628.78. Chemical services for $4,932.60. Christine Keener for $2,500. Commonwealth Engineers for $14,600. Everett J. Prescott for $4,633.86. Force Technology for $1,567.20. Indiana Michigan Power for $3,659.32. Indiana Michigan Power is for $2,934.88. Integrity Control for $903.78. Paul Schmucker and Sons for $118,275. Verizon Wireless for $593.67. Wayne Asphalt for $9,326. Wex Banks for $1,599.17. WM Corp for $11,255.16. Woodburn Hardware for $606.88. I will say, before we approve it, this, the one on the front made out for City of Woodburn, this is the one that I had sent you guys the email on, saying that we didn't have the funds for
Yeah,
that stuff. So what happened was is Tim had bounced the check. He made a check out for underground for that project. The check bounced. When I started, I had to receipt the money back in because the money came back out of the account. They took it out of the account and then they put it back in, so I had to receipt the money in on our end. But when I put it in there, I put it under sewer depreciation instead of back into the ARP fund. So it's been sitting in the sewer depreciation fund since January of last year. So this is taking it back out of there, and then I reseated it into the correct place, so we had money to pay Paul Schmucker. So that's what the 50 grand is. And that was the email I had sent you guys.
yeah.
And I was so freaked out. We were in the middle of the budget, and it took probably an hour because the money was not adding up to what I thought it was,
Right.
to what it should have been. Because I was looking at the numbers of what was in the fund, how much money was in the fund,
But you
and I'm
found
going,
it.
this is 50 grand short. Something's not adding up here.
That's a
And I
lot.
thought it was just, I don't know, I thought maybe the ARPA website messed me up and gave me the wrong numbers or whatever it was. And then I remembered, because that portion, the 50 grand that was paid out of ARP, Tim paid 50,000 from that, and then another $46,000 for our portion of the stuff. It's like a $96,000 check that I had to deal with the first week I started, of them
Wow.
calling me going, yeah, you guys bounced almost $100,000 check.
Ooh.
So,
But you got it straightened out.
yes, I did.
Well, that's a good thing.
Not after I went crazy that day. That was
So what is the amount for, 118,000 for Schmucker?
Yeah, what is
that
it?
was for the trail.
The trail?
Yeah, that was the
Well, I
ARPA
mean,
money.
that's grant money too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this money was already designated before the end of last year. We already agreed to do this. We signed the contract. So we only have a little bit of ARPA money left. It's already designated. It's under contract for the fiber study. So that's the last of the ARP money that we have is whenever that bill comes in.
Okay,
So we're almost done with it.
alright. Well, trail looks good. Looks really
They
good.
did do a good job,
Yeah,
didn't they?
it really looks nice now that they've got the grass going and picked a good time to put that down with all the rain.
After they pave Maple Lane, they'll put in the bollards at the end of Maple Lane too.
Oh, well, they,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, what'd that come out? It was like $275 extra or something like that, or whatever it was, $575, something like that.
For Ballards,
Yeah,
yeah, those,
yeah, above what the quote was.
Yeah.
So
well,
I
that's
paid,
kinda weird,
I
isn't it?
just paid that out of miscellaneous or something
Yeah.
like that.
For 2 ballards.
I don't know what it was. It was 3 of them or 4, isn't it?
It's
Well-
probably the 2 down here at the end, this end with it.
Yeah,
You didn't
on
show
Howard Street,
all of them weren't the overage amount. I think just a few of them made it go over, wasn't it? I think.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't even know what the amount. It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't much.
that's not too
And
bad.
they're designed so you can pull the center one out if we need to get services down there, so.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's good. Good. Well, that's a nice improvement,
It looks nice.
yes it does.
It'll be nice when those duplexes go in along the railroad and it'll just run right behind all those duplexes, kinda like secluded back there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very nice.
I'm happy with it. I hope one day we can continue that on, and continue the trail plan throughout the city.
Yeah, I agree.
What's nice? You
that
don't have to
would be
cut all
nice.
the way up here to get through town. Right there, nice walking path.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay. have is the minutes.
No, we have to make a motion for the bills.
We have to,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I'll move to approve the payables.
Second.
All those in favor to approve, raise your hand. It's approved. It's everybody.
Okay.
Do I still need to send the 3RB bill to you, 3 Rivers Bear?
No, they broke it up into two for us and for.
So
Did you?
So you already had a copy of it? Of the two?
After you had emailed them, they sent a copy to, I had got the
Oh,
copy.
okay, good.
Maybe you sent it to me, I don't know, I got a copy of it, I think.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I might need to pay that. I think I did pay it. I don't know if I did or not.
Don't ask me.
I can't remember.
As long as you got a copy of it,
I probably do. I definitely do in the email.
so
Because it was
Lisa's
split
gonna
up.
pay the 1,000 from,
She had dropped off $1,000 check.
yeah, that was the one from North American Cold Storage, I think. Or she dropped it off here?
Yeah,
To who?
to Rachel and said, give it to me. And I attached the email that I had got from them, it included theirs and ours. So I printed off that invoice and put it with the check, and it might be in your mailbox, or maybe I gave it back to Rachel to give back to her.
Wasn't anything in mine yet.
But I don't wanna they can send their own check, they can do it. I
She
don't
was
want,
supposed to send it with.
yeah, to them.
I'll call her.
Yeah, I don't wanna have anything to do with it.
No, we
I don't
shouldn't,
want the check.
we shouldn't have anything to do with it, yeah.
Yeah,
Because if something happens in the mail, you know, that's.
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, no, take it back. Take it back, please.
Oh, there you go, sorry. Oh, okay.
Okay, so all we have is minutes
Okay,
now.
thank you.
I believe so.
Alright. Do you have anything else? Besides minutes?
Minutes.
Yeah, I think so. We gotta do the minutes first, and then I can go over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Move to approve the minutes.
Second.
Terry.
Terry snuck in there. I beat you. All those in favor to approve?
That's right.
Terry.
Yeah, Chip.
You weren't here, you abstained? John abstained.
Okay.
Rachel said the check is in the office in the black tray, so I'll get that to you.
Okay, yeah. Lisa mail it separately.
I did attach the invoice for her though, so she can see it,
Okay, good.
so she has it.
3 months.
I told Board of Works, City Hall hours are gonna be changing. We're gonna move 1 hour back, so it's gonna open at 8, but we're gonna stay open till 5, with still the hour off for lunch. And then on Thursdays, we're gonna do 8 to 2 instead of 7 to 1. So expect that, I'm sure people are gonna be super excited about it.
Let's see, might work out better for the people.
Yeah, it's open a little later for
Probably, yeah.
people. We talked about the sign out front, getting the front sign, the old electronic sign taken down. Ryan, and I don't know if you wanna let Brad know, and I think Dean, you'll probably get one too, the longevity checks. I'm gonna put those on next week's payroll. Metalink, the guy, the CFO or whatever the guy is, Fernando, he reached out to me again and wants to sit down and talk about that contract of them putting up different antennas, replacing antennas and putting up more antennas, and the contract for that. So I know you guys said you guys were in favor of doing that before, and then they would, you know, the rent would go up for that, for putting more antennas on.
And they wanted more power there too.
They're gonna, so they'll even use, if you wanna use Mike, they'll use whoever we want,
Yeah, that's what,
and they'll pay for it.
yeah, they said they'll pay for whatever.
Do they understand they're responsible to move the antennas to the new tower when we get a new tower?
Yes, I specifically told them that, and I told them that would have to be in the contract for them to do that.
Yeah, we're not responsible for their loss of service or down or anything.
Yeah, I told them that we're definitely gonna be building a new one, and that if we're gonna have to put in the contract that they're gonna be responsible for taking all the, taking their stuff off, the electric work up the new one, and putting all their stuff, all the costs for all that. He knew about that.
Yeah.
He knew about that originally too, so.
And I don't, if it can, I know not anytime soon, but in that contract, if they have to go down for painting or any reason like that, that they're responsible for.
Okay.
Cause over, 4 or 5 years, they're gonna repaint it, and then we
Yeah.
ran into that in Grable, that it was a point where one company didn't wanna pay, cause it wasn't the contract that removed stuff.
Gotcha.
We just-
Yeah, I'm sure we can let Kevin know about, to put in there sort of anything if it needs to be moved for any sort of reason.
Yes, they're.
That's gonna be their responsibility, and that kind of doesn't put you in a corner of, oh, well, you said it's for this, but it's really for this, so it should just be all responsibility on them
Correct.
at any time they need to be moved, so.
Yeah.
100% agree.
So that's just, I'm gonna talk to him soon, so I just didn't know if you guys, had thought of anything else, or if there was any other concerns, if you guys were still in favor. I know that,
Yeah.
Skylar, Meadowlink rents the water power to put their antennas up there. The contract is like 15 years old, so I was looking back through it to increase that, and then when me and the representative from Meadowlink talked, he had talked about putting new, replacing I think there's 3 up there now, replacing the 3 and then adding 2 more. There's 2 up there, replacing those 2 and adding 2 more. It's something to that effect, and then increasing the rent for that. So I just wanted to see if you guys were all still in favor of that, so I can sit down with him and talk and kind of get an idea before we take it to Kevin or whoever to make a contract up.
You need a vote on that?
I don't think I do. I just want just the general consensus of it. I think we'll have to we'll have to sign the contract when it comes, so it'll be
Okay.
presented to everybody.
Okay.
So, but I just want to make sure everyone's before I start talking with him and
Yeah,
pay money to Kevin that you guys are all still good.
yeah.
Okay. I think that's all I have.
All right. Hey, Jeff. Well,
How much?
have anything, questions, or?
I'm in between seasons, in between football. Football's over now, I'm waiting for basketball, so. Still time.
Awesome.
I'm in between seasons. Basketball starts Thursday, so.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now, if you have any questions on these.
I'll say.
Go ahead.
I do want to say for him. I don't know if you guys are gonna agree or it's gonna be a stink about it. I wasn't gonna bill Jeff this year for fire hydrants since we are adding the new fire hydrant stuff on there. The other guy hasn't paid for 3 years, and I didn't think it was fair to charge Jeff. So, you guys want to yell at me? Okay, but I just don't think it's fair. The other guy didn't pay for 3 years, and Jeff's been paying consistently.
What are we talking about?
Fire hydrant.
The fire hydrant fee. They rent the fire hydrants, and
Who does?
the township does.
Like the ones down Woodburn Road that are outside the city limits, would be like in front of Rackways or whatever, there's one down there, couple down there on the way to Woodburn Road. Okay, there's some there, I think we had 10 that were before.
Yeah.
So they have a number that they pay for, and then Milan Township has a number that they pay for.
Okay.
But Milan hasn't paid theirs. I think this is probably year 3 or 4. It's been a while, and I think they were paid. They were paid by the fire territory for a year to have them caught up as far as they did. Otherwise, it'd be an additional year behind. But since we have the new ordinances coming out to update the water, so that way the people outside the city pay the fire hydrants, that
We don't need to worry about that, is what you're
was my
saying?
thought.
So I agree with that plan. If the council agrees with all that, I think
Yeah.
that's
Fine with me.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable.
Way to do it.
Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you. Well, I always told Kevin, I just always figured, the ones outside the city limits, those are in the township. The township would pay for it, like I say, even though, I don't have a fire hydrant within 5 miles of me, but still, I'm part of the township and we pay for it. I thought that was part of our infrastructure, so quote unquote, whatever's fair to you guys. So you guys are taking care of them, and Ryan's taking care of them. So
Jeff also helped with the carpet in here too. The township paid almost half of the carpet in here as well for the building. And you guys can see how big that office is compared to all the rest out here. So, we thank you for that, Jeff. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thank
pitching
you.
in on that.
It looks nice.
It does.
He coordinated all he got with the guy and got him here. So,
You also got new, paper towel dispensers and that in the bathrooms here now, in all the bathrooms here, so, at the building, so.
Let's see that.
And for some reason, we were trying to figure out why that, were you down there that day, Ryan, were you and I walking through that water, the water faucet between the two restrooms in the community center down there, down the ramp where
Yeah.
it says do not use, out of order, it works. But it says do not order for some reason. It works, so I don't know.
Huh.
Anyway, it's just weird. I think it was one of those that you had roped off or something, but, or, you know,
No.
taped off. But,
I think I'll go adjust that one, right?
yeah, I think it sprays the wall a little bit,
Yeah.
so, yeah. You might have been down there that day.
Yeah, it was down there. I think it's gotta be. I think it was shooting, hitting the wall.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Anyway.
John, do you have anything?
No.
The apartment's staying clean,
I mean.
dumpster area?
I've been doing it for a couple of days, but that's about what it was pretty decent, not bad.
I was down, we were down there Saturday. They look great.
Good.
It's the first time I've ever seen the dumpster actually cleaned up. Nothing in there. I was shocked. And the yard work, they've really done a nice job of cleaning that up. But there, and I guess the maintenance guy that's on that property is gonna start fixing stuff, so cross our fingers.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Terry?
Nope, I'm clear.
Dean? I'm good. Vicky?
That's all I had.
Skylar?
Nothing to report?
Nothing to report. All right. If nobody has anything else, I'll move to, or I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
No one?
Yeah.
As we sit here.
You just love it there.
We're just gonna stay here all night.
Stay for a while.
All right, if all in favor, then
Someone's